Here is the review for a Series 4 BotBot. This is STARSCOPE. STARSCOPE is part of the Science Alliance, which was a team that was added in Series 4, and he turns into a little chibi telescope here. And I think it works pretty well. I like this mode. It's a nice color. I like the details that they have with the different sort of apparati or whatever, and the different scopes sticking out. He's got the stand here, which you can kind of adjust up, so if you want it to look straight up you can. If you make it go like straight forward, he has a bit of a hard time standing up. It's not impossible, but I tend to lean it up just a little bit, kind of staring at the sky a bit more, and that tends to work pretty well. But yeah, I mean, obviously a real telescope would be much longer and less thick, but I think it gets the point across and still has that kind of like BotBot chibi-ness. So I think it works pretty well. To transform this guy, you take the stand and you fold it all the way down. And you can also rotate this. I tend to rotate it so that you can see there's sort of like a sculpted in, I guess, like a hinge or like, a bar going through to hold it on. I tend to do it so that's facing forward. So then also two legs are facing forward. And then from the side here, you can take this section, pull it out, rotate it down, and then take the this part of the scope here and rotate that down. And then if you take this section here and rotate it, it reveals his face in the middle there. And there you have STARSCOPE in his robot mode. And yeah, one thing, if you saw me just angle him like that, is that this sits like very slightly off center. So if you have him sitting straight up and down, like he can tend to fall over. It's not impossible to get him to do it. So it depends what you like. But since it's already kind of like off center, I kind of just like go with it and give him that slant as part of his personality, I guess. But yeah, he's a pretty cool little robot mode. The face is like, nothing crazy, nothing super to write home about, but interesting body type otherwise. Articulation wise, all you're really getting was his arms can rotate, both of them. You can kind of treat this like a little cannon if you want. And then obviously this whole section can rotate and can bend down however you need it to. But yeah, I like him. He's not my favorite of the Science Alliance guys, but definitely pretty cool. I'd say for robot mode for me, I would give him a 3 out of 5. It's just kind of, normal, average. There's nothing crazy about him. Alt mode I think is great. I would give that a 5 out of 5. Super cool. Like usually the chibiness bothers me, but with him, I think it just kind of makes it a cute little chibi scientist instrument. And then transformation is normal, so 3 out of 5, which is going to give STARSCOPE an overall score of 11 out of 15, which makes him a 3-star BotBot. So yeah, kind of on the, I feel like I say this every time that I have an 11 out of 15 BotBot, but kind of on that higher end of the average, like still ultimately average, but getting close to that 4-star range. But yeah, there is Series 4 STARSCOPE.